for joining us on yet another interesting edition of the Desopadec Weekly. It's an award-winning program where we can bring to you details of all the happenings at the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission. The Desopadec has been making great efforts in addressing the environmental challenges in the oil-bearing communities, especially the perennial problem of flooding, to mitigate its impacts. This and more is our focus on today's edition on the Desopadec Weekly. Thank you for joining us. You'll be glad you did. Joy Ocheyi is my name. Welcome.
I am John Obukoko Nani, Chairman Desopadec. All oil bearing committees should know that the board of Desopadec is a trustee of the dividends of their oil bearing committee. For any project that will be cited in your area, you own that project. Anything that is done, whether by way of human capital development or project cited in your area, you should make sure it is your own and not the board. The board is just there to implement, to apply those things that belong to you, so you own it as your own. These are plea that by the time you own it, you will know, yes, you are from the oil producing community.
The Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the Desopadec, has continued to show relentless efforts in addressing the human capital and infrastructural developmental needs of the oil-bearing communities. The Desopadec, under the watch of Honorable John Obukoko Nani as chairman and Chief Festus Ochonogo, the managing director, had demonstrated strong desire to ensure the security of lives and properties against natural disasters. In 2022, the Desopadec, in collaboration with the Delta State government, set up camps to house people from oil-producing communities who were displaced by overwhelming flood that ravaged parts of the state. The commission was responsible for the welfare of all the IDPs in the different camps across the mandate areas. The interventionist agency also provided post-flood rehabilitation support for all IDPs before they returned to their homes. In 2023, the commission took a proactive step to desilt all blocked drains and water channels in all the affected areas. This exercise has continued in flood-prone areas. In Efron, Government Reserve Area, Agric Road, Ovie Palace Road, and Alaka community near Efron Markets are some of the areas that benefited from the 2024 drainage and water channel desilting exercise. The Desopadec Weekly TV crew visited one of the drainage clearing sites at Alaka to see the magnitude of the debris removed. Men were seen working as payloaders, and tipper lorries evacuated the debris to a designated dumping site. Speaking with the Desopadec Weekly TV, the Executive Assistant, Projects, the Desopadec, Engineer Tony Okwe, said the desilting was a continuation of the intervention by the Desopadec, which commenced last year.
We are actually desilting the drains, around the markets, the Alaka community in general, including the markets. And this is part of last year's exercise. We couldn't cover this area, and we have been directed to quickly come and do it as the rain is about to commence. In fact, in the markets, we underestimated the scope of work. When we entered here, we discovered that there's a lot of debris the drains have not been desilted for over 20 years, from what the market women around told us. In fact, for so many years, it has not been desilted. And so when we came, the volume of refuse we are bringing out from the drains is so much.
This effort has particularly brought joy among market women and residents of the area.
When I see say the bag is gutter open like this, can't reach the gutter within the bottom. So we say today, so we are very, very happy. May God bless everybody. We contribute. We market women, full market women, eco women. We say, oh yeah!
Water they full everywhere. We're in a river. They full everywhere. They match at our house everywhere. When we come this morning, we are seeing the dig this. I'm very, very happy because me and Nusin are sheriff and work with this one. We market women, we appreciate her. May God give her more grace, more oil. We are very happy. Market women, we appreciate her.
Leaders and residents of Alaka community, especially, were in a joyous mood as they sang praises of the Desopadec and the governor of Delta State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriwori, for the attention to their well-being.
This one, they're not talking about. We're not afraid for every enemy, but even despite say they see the packer once, it's not be like the way this one be today. So this one be today, say confirm. Everywhere they're okay. The gutter can't zip, If rain fall now, we're not going to see water go gather everywhere. Everywhere going to go smoothly. The work and a confirm work. He balance well. Oh, I say may God bless them. Their way going to open. Bless Sharifai for us. It's too much. God going to bless her for us. Anything he wants. I say God going to do a toilet. God will bless you. As you clean the place, God will clean you. Your family will be clean. Oh, God, where they that side. God will clean now. Anything where they find go reach you in Jesus' name.
Engineer Okuwe appealed to the market women and the residents of the community to desist from the habits of reckless dumping of wastes, which causes blockage of the drainage.
Let us imbibe the culture of trying to dispose, have a better means of disposing our refuse. It is not ideal for us to throw it into the drains. Once the drains are silted, the flood water will now flow into the community, into the houses, and they will still cry to the government that we're not at the cost. So we have been pleading, we have been talking, and I think the environmental agencies of the state should do more work by sensitizing the people and try to enforce some laws that will make people comply so that we can dispose our refuse more appropriately.
Meanwhile, the Commission has commenced work at Egbe layouts off Sokowe State Road in Efron, with the construction of a crossover culvert linking the area. The culvert collapsed last year due to the excessive rainfall, cutting off parts of Sokowe State Road access.
What we are doing right now is construction of 3 cell box culverts. The previous culvert failed. I think the culvert that was here was smaller, a bit smaller, because it was a ring culvert. It couldn't accommodate the flow of water. So hence, we are here to construct a better and a bigger culvert to accommodate the flow of water, to decongest, the water coming into the area.
Since the collapse of the culvert, socio-economic activities have suffered. The mobilization of the Desopadec to sites has no doubt raised the hope of the people living in the area.
This is a road that people use for many times for their economic activities. But since the collapse of this place, regardless of the effort of the landlord association here, tenants, all of us coming together to see how we could resuscitate it for some time, the economic activities of this place has been down. And I think this is like God has trained the prayers of the people. And if this road is, quickly put to use, I think the contribution of the people's economy to the main economy of this state is going to be realized again.
While appreciating the Governor Sheriff Fuburiwori, and Desopadec for the swift response to the plight of the people, Mr. Dixon Asuki narrated the ordeal some individuals went through over the culvert.
I want to say that government has started very well. These are the things that we yearn for in the past, which we do not see. But now is all a different, ball game. Is coming very positively, and I want to say that government should keep it up. And it shows that this government, led by Right Honorable Sheriff Oberowori, is responsive. Is quite encouraging that the government, will respond to the need of the people in such a way that we'll be able to, put behind us, the bad experiences we have had as a result of the collapse of this culvert.
The project, when completed, will definitely put smiles on the faces of the people living in the area. In another development, the Department of Community Development and Public Enlightenment, Desopadec, recently flagged off campaigns against drug abuse and cultism in secondary schools and communities in the mandate areas of the Commission, with a program held at Nana Model College, Warri. Speaking during the event, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, advised the students to abstain from cultism and drug abuse, emphasizing that it will help them realize their dreams. Chief Festus Ochonogo, who was represented by the Executive Director of Social Services, the Desopadec, Chief Favor Izokumo, commended the students for their zeal to learn about the dangers associated with drug abuse and cultism.
As a commission of Desopadec, why are we embarking on this program? Why are we embarking on this program? We are embarking on this program because we believe that the students of our mandate area are the future leaders of tomorrow. And we acknowledge that while you become the future leaders of tomorrow, and that is why you are a student today, you are experiencing a lot of challenges. The challenges are social challenges. And we believe that cultism activities, drug abuse activities, these are part of the challenges that are exposed to you. And that is why we are here. And I believe you have been enlightened. And of course, what I have witnessed today, we truly believe that our great leaders can emerge within our school in Delta State and in Nigeria.
The principal of Nana Model College, Warri, Bridget Madamedon, commended Desopadec for the Enlightenment program. She expressed happiness that it will contribute greatly to shaping the future of the young people. She also appealed to the Commission to intervene in the renovation of dilapidated classrooms and construction of more projects in the school to create an enabling environment for the pupils to learn.
Drug abuse is a fundamental public health problem that aggravates economic crises that lead the youth into cultism, gangsterism, and other vices with its huge unpleasant consequences. As someone who is very much concerned about anything that involves our youth, I must commend the effort of the Commission in organizing this enlightenment campaign against drug abuse and cultism. Let me use this golden opportunity, therefore, to appeal or request from the Commission to extend its corporate social responsibility to Nana Model College, Warri, in assisting us in the following areas of need: solar system to power our water system, replacement of broken doors, burglary proof in our hostels. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the Commission once again for this laudable project and pray that your effort will not go in vain, and to let the youth know that the future we are talking about is not tomorrow but now. Thank you.
Other speakers, including Mrs. Rita Takeme, highlighted the dangers associated with drug abuse and cultism and emphasized the various means of abstaining from these social vices.
I'm going to go straight to the topic of today, and I'm going to talk about the dangers of drug abuse. The dangers of drug abuse. One of the effects is absent-mindedness. It's not that the person physically is in the class, but your mind is no longer there. Absent-mindedness. Forgetfulness. They ask you a particular question, what you were asked to solve yesterday. Your teacher is asking you to bring it down, to write it down as an assignment. You can't do it. These are part of it. These hard drugs and the abuse of these pharmaceutical drugs, what they can do in you. Lack of concentration. Absenteeism. The only way you can come out of it now is when you say it out. Talk to someone. Talk to your school counselors. Talk to your teachers. We're going to drop our numbers even before now, before we leave this. You don't have to talk to any of your teachers. You don't have to talk to your school counselor. You can reach out to us. There is a way out of it.
The evil that follows cultism, they are so grave that I don't even want anybody there to even contemplate having any friend that is a cultist. Once you see anybody that is calling you to come and join cultism, what will you do? What will you do? Please shun anything that has to do with cultism. If anybody calls you for any secret organization, you say no, because I am telling you here because I am a living testimony. And today, 99% of all the friends I left in school, some of them could not graduate, because as you join cults, you should know that police will look for you. You'll be living in fear. You fall sick. The things that follow cultism is too much. So I want to please urge you all to please, at this time, shun anything that has to do with cultism. Stay away from any relationship that is cult related.
The head, Department of Medicals, Health and Safety, Desopadec, Dr. Frederick Adu, extensively spoke on the dangers of drug abuse to vital organs of the human body and enjoined the students to stay away from such vice.
We have different set of drugs. We have the stimulants that stimulate the brain. We have the depressant that depresses the body system.
brain. And we also have hallucinogens. The hallucinogens are drugs that when you take them, you don't know what you are doing. You can become separated from your body, such as hearing voices, things that others are not seeing. Now the stimulants, they are drugs that turns you high. You saw the drama. They turns you high and you misbehave. You commit all sorts of crime. The depressants, they makes you withdrawn. Now what you used to do, if you take them, you might not be able to do them again. You want to be withdrawn, if you are a social person before, you stay away from the gathering, you stay on your own, you don't want to interact. Your social lives is disturbed.
Speaking with the Desopadec Weekly TV, some of the students describes the program as an eye-opener.
Well, today I learned about drug abuse, the effects, and also from the short drama, I learned that you shouldn't be among bad friends. Like, you should know who your friends are. And another thing that you shouldn't join cultism. Cultism is very bad and has a negative impact on we youths, our lives, and it can't help us in the future.
Okay, from the first person that spoke, he said madness, thug lifestyle, and some other things. As a person, what I will do is that I won't take part in those things, since the side effect of being mad is without control and without any other thing, so it's not going to be good to you.
I learned today that as a student and as a teenager, you should be far away from peer pressure, because if you have bad peer pressures, they will lead you into bad things like drug abuse. And you going into drug addiction will make you go insane and might lose your life. And you should stay away from cultism.
The head, Department of Community Development and Public Enlightenment, the Desopadec, Chinenye Ezonfade, gave details of the program and subsequent initiatives that will be implemented soon.
Well, we have a lot of subjects to address and to enlighten people of our mandate areas on. Cultism and drugs is just one of the very pressing subjects right now. There are others. So rampantly we will visit schools in different locations in our mandate area. We will also talk about some other things that might not necessarily be around drug and cultism. Anything that affects us, anything that it's pressing, anything that needs to be addressed.
The Desopadec, as an interventionist agency, has no doubt prepared to bring developments towards improving the social and material well-being of the oil-producing communities. Thank you for watching this edition of the Desopadec Weekly. If indeed you enjoyed it, join us again when we return in a fortnight. Let's do it again together. And until then, follow us on our social media handles, comment, like, and share. We'd like to hear from you. On behalf of the entire crew, Joy Uchei is my name. I'll see you in a fortnight.